GMC Studios in the heart of Lincoln, America.
What's better than this? Guys being dudes.
On air and online at theticketfm.com. Here are your hosts, Jake Bakoven and Nathan Brennan.
Happy Friday to everybody out there. I know, it's Wednesday, but no, it is Friday. It's French Friday, and so we'll debate some French fries and see who has the best one. So that's probably the best way to go out this. This is the Ticket Water Cooler here on 93.7 The Ticket. I'm Jake Bakoven. He is Nate Brennan, and of course, we are going to open up with a bit of a French fry debate, so let us know what you think. 402-464-5685 is the Starter Him and text line on the Lincoln hotline as well if you'd like to call in. There's some sports stuff to go over as well. I think we're going to preview Michigan State as we lead up to Big Ten Media Days here in a few weeks. Also, before we're in, history lessons with Bach. Let's get to the Fielding Yost year for Nebraska.
Oh, nice.
I'm a big Fielding Yost
guy. Oh, yeah. I know that name.
Do you know that name?
I do.
You do not respect that name.
What do you mean I don't respect that name?
Every time I mention Michigan's titles, you throw them out the door like Fielding Yost didn't win.
But that's why I know those. That's why I know the name. Do I think that Michigan is a fraudulent program? Yes.
How so?
Because they, in the past, 50, 60 years, they have one national championship. And that wasn't 1997. I'm not crediting with that one. I won't. I refuse.
That was half the national championship.
No, I did because they split with Nebraska, right?
Yeah,
and that was 97, correct?
Right,
yeah. No, I'm not counting that because they didn't want to play Nebraska because they knew they'd lose. So what was it? 63. Congrats, you won in 1963, Michigan. I have nothing left to say to you. You're not a blue blood.
They just made.
You're not a blue blood.
All-time winningest team.
No.
Fielding Yost.
How'd that work out in the playoff for you, Buck? How'd that work out?
Well, they can't. You
lost by 40.
Well, yeah, they did lose.
If Nebraska, and I stand by this, and I'll say it again, if Nebraska played Georgia in the college football playoff, they would have lost by one score.
I don't think so.
They would not have won, but they would have lost by one score.
You were just bragging to me about how good Stetson Bennett is.
Stetson Bennett's filthy. He's a top 10 quarterback in college football.
Nor is he a top 10 college quarterback.
Like I said, I'm sorry he doesn't fit your narrative, your 5-star baloney that you feed me every day.
Oh,
he's a walk-on. Hard work. I wish VJ was in the room right now because VJ would punch a hole through the wall if I said it. It took hard work, dedication, sweat, and tears for Stetson Bennett to take over college football.
And it took Jamison Williams getting hurt for them to win.
Well, nah. He beat out JT Daniels. He beat out your precious 5-star.
He beat out JT Daniels. Yeah, I mean, he's solid. Don't get me wrong, but he's not. I don't even think he's a top 25 quarterback.
That is just disrespectful. That is disrespectful.
It doesn't fit your narrative of needing a great quarterback to win a title.
You need a good.
Stetson Bennett's not great.
I did not say great. I said you need a good quarterback.
Yeah, you need
Stetson
a good
Bennett is a good quarterback. Basically, what I was saying is the days of Greg McElroy being your quarterback isn't going to work anymore.
That's the same thing.
No.
It's the same thing.
That is entirely incorrect. Stetson Bennett is far better than Greg McElroy.
False.
Yes. And we're not going to see how to. Stetson Bennett is filthy. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
Stetson Bennett is not filthy.
He threw for 3,000 yards, 29 touchdowns, and only 7 interceptions last year. What more do you want from him? What more do you want? He didn't even play every game because JT Daniels played.
I'll take Aiden O'Connell.
I'm not necessarily disagreeing with that, but Aiden O'Connell's projected, 3rd-round pick?
Yeah.
So, okay, sure. I'll give you Aiden O'Connell.
Would you give me Jake Haener out there at Fresno State?
No.
He can sling the ball.
No, he
plays
at Fresno
Armstrong
State.
in
He plays
Virginia.
at Fresno State.
That was Nebraska's biggest target.
No,
before Casey Thompson.
I would rather have Casey Thompson.
No, I would not.
I would rather have Casey Thompson.
No, you wouldn't. Jake Haener is incredible.
You know how I feel about the group of 5 schools. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying Cincinnati in the playoff for what
Jake
it's worth.
Jake Haener
either.
was 8th last year in yards per game.
And he plays in the group of 5. I'm not buying Cincinnati in the playoff either. That was trash too. we can sprinkle that in there if that's the conversation we're gonna have.
Yeah, but you'll just stick behind the Georgia quarterback Stetson Bennett, and
look at his stats. Look at his numbers. He was filthy.
I watched him. He mostly played
16th in the country in touchdowns, 3rd in quarterback rating.
Yeah, he had a nice running game in the best defense.
I'm not
that
saying
Georgia's
he didn't, but
ever.
You can't say that he's not a good quarterback when he has the 3rd best QBR in college football.
But when you say the days of AJ McCarron not leading you to a title, That just happened. Stetson
No,
Bennett
no.
is not
That
better
is
than
disres-
AJ McCarron.
That is disrespectful to
No,
Stetson
it's
Bennett.
not.
Again, I'm
You're
sorry.
disrespecting AJ McCarron.
I'm not disrespecting
Yes, you are.
AJ McCarron was not very good.
AJ McCarron was really good.
No, he wasn't.
Look up AJ McCarron
I'm
stats.
going to look up AJ McCarron right now because you are giving AJ McCarron way too much credit right now.
Didn't Blake Sims win a title for Alabama?
Look at Blake Sims' numbers too. Blake Sims was pretty good, and that was also what 8 years ago. I said, and I prefaced it, and I said the last decade. I did. I said the last decade.
Stetson Bennett's my example, and you won't accept it.
Because Stetson Bennett is a good quarterback.
Well, of course you need a quarterback with a head on his shoulders that can not turn the ball over too much.
My point exactly. Who does Wisconsin have? Hornibrook?
They don't have Hornibrook anymore.
No, I'm saying that was the best quarterback in the past
Hornibrook
decade.
either.
I am going to
They
disrespect him.
chased Hornibrook out of the building, gave Graham Mertz the job, and Hornibrook went and did well down there at Notre Dame.
No, that wasn't Hornibrook.
Or that's Jack Cohn, yeah.
It's Jack Cohn.
Didn't Alex Hornibrook also transfer to Notre Dame?
Did he?
And didn't do
Help
well?
us out, text line
Yeah,
402-464-5685. Tell us your best Hornibrook stories.
Too many mediocre Wisconsin quarterbacks
Bingo.
transferring.
All right, I will give you AJ McCarron was pretty good.
I told you, yeah.
But no, that's the thing is it doesn't fit your argument either because in 2012, AJ McCarron threw for 3,000 yards, 30 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. That is that's a good quarterback.
Heck yeah, it is.
Show me the last time that a bad quarterback won the national championship.
That's not going to happen.
Matt
very
Leinart?
often. Matt Leinert's not bad. Are you out of your mind?
Who?
Matt Leinert's like one of the best college quarterbacks of all time.
Fine, not Matt Leinart.
That's
I'm
a
trying to think.
terrible example.
I was trying to think John David Booty, but he didn't make it into the national championship discussion.
See, Doug is chiming in off the text line. McNamara for Michigan wasn't super great either, but he didn't turn it over and he kept the drives going. I think teams with great defenses run games should bench the dude with a cannon and just throw in game managers. That's what those guys are.
But then again, that's part of my point is that you have a ceiling when you do that, and I think Michigan has a ceiling with McNamara.
Well, yeah,
because he's not very good. If you have to, this is basically what we're just going to relay this back into what we talked about yesterday. Because we're just getting in this argument again, you have to have a good quarterback to win a national championship. The days of having, maybe this isn't the best example because it was a different time. When you have a quarterback like Scott Frost throwing 12 times a game, going 5 for 12, you can't win that way anymore. You can't.
Okay, you
cannot win that way anymore.
Let's throw it to the text line. 95 Huskers. Throw them into this year. Tommy Frazier's topped out at 10 passes a game. Are they in the playoffs? Or did they win the championship?
No.
Wow.
No.
That's the greatest team of all time.
I'm probably agreeing with you, but the game is just too different. The game is
watch
way
Amon
too
Green,
different.
Lawrence Phillips.
Listen, Bach, that's the thing.
Grant
That's why you have to establish the era that they played in. Are they the greatest team of all time? Yes, I would probably agree with you entirely. But if you threw them in today's college football, I don't think that they would win a national championship. It's just played so differently. It's played way too differently.
But they'd still dominate. I mean,
it's like if you put the
you
Bulls,
still have NFL. It's part of it's the talent, right? I know you're kind of thinking of the system, but the talent there, you just got NFL guys all over the field.
I'm telling you. So you're telling me the Bulls, if they played the Warriors that had Kevin Durant, they wouldn't beat the Warriors. And I would say that those Bulls teams, whichever one you want to choose from, is probably the best team to ever play. But you have to also preface that it's the era that they played in.
Well, Steve Kerr might get a lot more shots in the modern day.
Yeah,
on those Bulls teams.
Michael Jordan probably would have taken more shots too. Yeah. A lot of guys
he would have worked on his 3-point game.
Exactly. But
it's hard to do era to era.
That's why it's impossible to do it.
My point exactly is that you could throw that option team right in here and they'd be right in the playoffs. If not,
I'm not saying they wouldn't be in the playoff. They would not win a national championship.
They might win it. Well,
they would not. Okay, so the best comparison I would say is maybe LSU's team. They wouldn't beat LSU's team.
They might.
But if you put LSU's team back in 95, I don't know if that team would be as successful.
Yeah.
It was just a different time. Like that's why
put that 95 team was Florida. That was the Florida run and gun offense. That was passing the ball over.
Okay, your better Florida team would be with Tebow.
My point is that you can put the 95 Huskers against anybody. It's not about the changing landscape of the game. It was about them saying, we're running right over you. Like it's not like the defenses didn't know what was coming, and the defense doesn't have to, change all that much. And they have, again, future NFL guys all over the field.
But there's a reason that these teams like Alabama and Clemson have now shifted, and Ohio State for that matter with C.J. Stroud. You could throw Caleb Williams now wherever he lands. Like your goal is to get a top tier quarterback. In 95, it didn't matter as much. I'm not saying Tommy Frazier wasn't a good quarterback, but he wasn't throwing 50 times a game, throwing 45 touchdowns in a season. It's just it wasn't how the game was designed. And that's my point is even these teams that are elite, like your Alabamas and Clemsons, you're still chasing that best quarterback in the country.
Well, of course, everybody wants the best quarterback, and it's not like Nebraska sat back and didn't try to recruit the best option quarterback or the best athletes on those teams. And the game has changed more, more pass heavy, more kind of opened up, and the rule books kind of changed a little bit for them. But it's still, I still think that you see the Midwest way. You see it in the Big Ten West. You see it, in some of the programs over the years. The Kansas State's not quite as heavy, but Minnesota's really good example of last couple of years adopting kind of the Wisconsin, Iowa way, which again is somewhat of the blueprint, the Midwest that Nebraska started and Barry Alvarez took with him to Wisconsin. And those teams are winning games, and it's despite not having a quarterback. So, I understand that a quarterback significantly helps. Yes, and that's why, Wisconsin was at its most dangerous when they had Russell Wilson. The hope would be to continue to get, the best quarterback. But I don't think that coming off a year in which Stetson Bennett won the championship, you would have to argue that you need an elite quarterback to win the title.
I didn't say elite. I did not say.
But
I
if you're
said
just
you have
saying
to have a good,
of course you need a good quarterback. You've always needed a good quarterback to win.
I'm not necessarily going to agree with that. Like
he touches the ball.
That's why
more
you
than
talk
anybody on
about.
the
That's
field.
why it depends on what era you're talking about, because it's so subjective depending on what time period we're discussing right now. In the 90s, I think you could have gotten away with not having a great quarterback. You could have. In today's college football, you would not be able to get away with it. You have to have a solid passer. Perfect example, Adrian Martinez. If you put Adrian Martinez on Georgia last season, I don't think they win the national championship because he's not a good passer. You have to have a good passer to win in today's college football. Sorry, maybe that's how I should start wording it.
But again, there's examples. I mean, you'll go to the top, which, again, if I want to go to the absolute top of the national championship, I'll just say you have to be in the SEC to win the national championship. But if you're talking about playoffs, again, Michigan made it last year with more of a game manager. You can still win without a great quarterback. And again, I think Stetson Bennett, falls right into that argument.
I just do not agree with Stetson Bennett. I do not agree with the Stetson Bennett argument, Bach. I don't.
All right. I got a Lindy's magazine right here. Top 25 quarterbacks. Where do you think Stetson Bennett ranks?
You already told me he's not in the top 25.
Not in the top
which
25.
Again, I think is complete. That is honestly disrespectful to Stetson Bennett. That's disrespectful.
It is, but it's also understanding.
That is disrespectful.
Where do you think Stetson Bennett's going to be taken in the NFL draft?
Just because you're okay, whoa. That is a completely different discussion. Because if you want to play that game, how come Tommy Frazier wasn't successful in the NFL? We can play that game all you want, Bach.
Option offense.
No. Okay, how about Tim Tebow? How come he wasn't successful? Johnny Manziel. Just because you're successful in college,
picks, by the way.
Just because you're successful in college,
picks.
which was foolish.
Was
just
foolish.
because you're successful in college does not mean you're going to be successful in the NFL.
It doesn't.
Stetson Bennett is a perfect example of that. He is a good college quarterback.
He's generally not very good. He's solid. He's fine.
You are just disrespecting.
You're
disrespecting a national champion.
I've loved Georgia for a long time. I watched, I've watched Georgia since the Quincy Carter Champ Bailey days when I started, and so I'm very elated that they won the championship. Stetson Bennett might be the 8th best quarterback in the last 2 decades at Georgia.
Whoa. It took me a second to just process what you just said. Matt Stafford, fine. Andy Murray, fine.
Aaron Murray. Andy hits tennis balls.
Excuse me. Aaron Murray.
DJ Shockley? You don't even know who DJ Shockley is.
I don't want to know who DJ Shockley
was.
Because I know that Stetson Bennett was third in the nation in quarterback rating and he won a national championship.
Yeah.
And don't say that they were a run-heavy offense, because they were.
Right.
But in the SEC championship, Stetson Bennett threw for 48 times.
They lost the SEC
Whoa. Okay.
They got down by a
National
lot.
championship, 26. Imagine if
26
AJ
isn't
Martinez
that much.
dropped back and threw the ball 48 times. He'd probably have 18 interceptions.
He did have a game or two where he threw the ball over 40 times.
And how'd that work out for you?
It never worked out
And
great.
that's my point exactly. Whoa, okay, also, Casey, I have to address this. He says Tim Tebow a good quarterback. Not only was Tim Tebow a good quarterback, Tim Tebow is arguably the best quarterback to ever step on a football field in college.
Absolutely. One of the best college quarterbacks of all time.
Absolutely.
Not necessarily a good one moving on.
Drumsticks liking this throwback. Hey, John David Booty. He was
Who
bad.
mentioned John David Booty?
I did.
What did you say, John
Because
David Booty?
I was trying to think of teams that won a national championship with a bad quarterback.
John David Booty.
And my example was like John David Booty. John David Booty didn't win a national championship.
No.
He was just bad. He was really bad.
He was not very good, but he
No.
did beat Nebraska.
Okay, well, thank you, Bach, for bringing that up.
All right, let's get to the best fries. It is Friday,
All right.
French Friday, Freedom Friday,
Just
whatever
had
you
that
want to
argument
call it.
about nonsense.
Well,
I'm
it's
still
not
standing by
nonsense.
Stetson Bennett.
You stand by.
I'm gonna
Stetson
get him
Bennett
on. I'm
your
gonna get him on the show. How about that?
own. Yeah, please do.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
And I'll tell him
Tell him he's underrated.
he's not very good.
All right.
All right. I by the way, today I stopped by good old Mickey D's. I tried their chicken sandwich, the spicy chicken sandwich. This was all the rage a few years ago, and it seems like forever now. Of course, when Popeyes came out with their spicy chicken sandwich, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, I'm sticking with Popeyes so far. I mean, it was just a much
From the
bigger,
look of it, yeah,
much bigger.
Popeyes.
Although Popeyes, when you get it, first of all, well, I mean, they might be a future client, so I'm not going into the first of all. But second of all, you don't know if you're going to get a giant, like huge chicken breast or a small one, right? I went in there one time with my friends when they first came out with the chicken sandwich.
Did you wait in line for it?
No, we didn't quite do that.
Okay,
We
well,
let
that's
it
good.
die down a little bit, and then we said, all right, we haven't tried that. Let's all go try that. So we went and
Nice.
grabbed 3 of them. And I handed one off to my friend. It was giant, and I was kind of expecting the same thing. I was
You're
like,
excited.
"Oh my gosh, these are crazy!" And then mine was like half of what he had. It was just like it's a lottery. You don't know what size chicken you're gonna get from Popeyes.
Do you take the pickles off?
No, I'm fine with
You're a
pickles.
pickle guy.
I had that pickle beer. That was pretty good the other day.
Oh my
Thirsty
God!
Thursday.
No, you are a menace for that. Absolutely not. Do not even get me started on that. I always take my pickles off. I do the same thing at Chick-fil-A, but supposedly Chick-fil-A's chicken sandwiches, they dunk in like a pickle juice.
Do they really? I could see
Like
that.
there's like a pickle type. Maybe I'm wrong.
There's a certain taste to it.
no.
certainly.
There's like they do something with pickles to actually fry the chicken. I don't know what it is exactly, but then they put the pickles on, and then I take the pickles off.
you know,
I don't
pickle
like.
guy.
No, I don't like pickles.
All right, fair enough. But as far as fries go, let's get to the fry bracket. This was put out by FanDuel. So they've got a nice little tournament going. So we'll just go with the matchup. So we'll start out with McDonald's versus In-N-Out. What do you think?
I know this
If
is the
you're a-
one versus the 16.
Well, it
isn't it?
is. Yeah.
This
This is a West Coast though. People will just run over you if you go against
Oh,
In-N-Out.
absolutely. But I want to be contrarian and say In-N-Out. Are you going to overrun me? Do you like McDonald's fries a lot?
I like not a lot. I think they're probably better than In-N-Out.
Have you been to In-N-Out?
Oh yeah, several times. It's solid. I like In-N-Out overall. It doesn't blow you away maybe as much as people build it up. It's like when you come here and we tell you to eat Runza. Like we talk about it too much, and then when you have it, you're like, that was all
I
right.
mean, it's okay.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what In-N-Out
the problem is I like In-N-Out's burgers way better, but probably not the fries. I'll give you
Yeah.
McDonald's.
So
The
McDonald's
one
is moving
seed,
on.
the one seed moves on.
All right.
Give us the seeds.
In
too.
the
I
all
love
right,
the
all right.
seeds.
In the 8-9 matchup, you have Culver's and Raising Cane's.
I've never had Raisin Canes.
You haven't had Raising Cane's?
No, this
it's
one's
across
up to-
the street.
I understand that. All right. I've had Culver's, so I can't. Who wins this one?
Well, I personally don't like Culver's too much.
So are we going Raisin Canes?
I would go with Raising Cane's,
All
although I will say this: I dip my Raising Cane's fries in ketchup. Does that take away? I mean, I like the taste of fries and ketchup, but if you have a really good fry, I'm not going to dip it in ketchup.
So you have to dip it in ketchup?
I
Is
don't
that what
have
you're saying?
to. It just for some reason it blends well for me. I like it. We'll move Raising Cane's up.
Are we taking Cane's?
Yeah.
All right, take Cane's.
They don't have a shot against McDonald's.
No,
anyways,
they're
you know.
toast. It doesn't even
All right, how
matter.
about Five Guys versus Burger King?
At Five
the
Guys.
4 C's versus the 13.
Not even close. Five Guys.
That's disgusting.
Landslide.
That's gross.
Honestly, Five Guys is my sleeper to win this bracket.
Oh, no.
Who are they going against? I don't even care.
BK. What
is wrong with you? No.
BK
No,
used to have better fries, and they made a change, and now there's like more potatoes in them. Still pretty good.
I'm overrunning you on this one, Bach. I don't care.
You can't.
Also, Five Guys, you realize if you buy the large fries, you'll be eating fries for the next 3 days. They fill up basically your entire bag.
I know.
And they're peanut oil.
The one time, okay, whatever. The one time
That's what makes it great.
The one time I went to Five Guys, I brought them my bag of fries back, and I said, "Can you give me something a little less greasy?" And they handed me another big greasy bag of fries. And I said, "I'm not coming back."
And you
to
know
Five
why
Guys.
Five Guys is great? With zero hesitation, they gave you that damn pack of fries, Box.
That
You will move Five Guys on, and you will like
He
it.
thinks it's too greasy.
No.
He doesn't understand.
No, that's
We
what makes
love
it good.
grease.
No, we do love grease, and it's peanut oil grease. Also, Texter says In-N-Out fries animal style. Maybe that means that it comes with cheese.
There are like code words you have to say if you know on the West Coast. Yeah, you can get different
Animal
toppings
style?
and stuff on them.
Also, Drumstick says you got to dip them fries in cane sauce.
Oh yeah, that's
so you
not
can do
bad
fries
either.
in the cane sauce. That's like fries with cookout sauce, but people don't really know.
All
what that
right,
is.
we'll move Five Guys on, but there's no way.
Five
to get
Guys
two
better.
more.
Thank you. Gus is on my side on this.
All right, then we
Five
have
Guys.
a battle of some chicken giants here. The 5-seed Popeyes against the 12-seed KFC. But this is fries.
KFC has fries?
KFC has fries, yeah.
Because I usually get the
Pretty good,
mashed
actually.
potatoes, mac and cheese, and their chicken. I didn't even know KFC had fries.
Yeah, you should try them. They taste like they're similar to Popeyes. They taste kind of like their chicken.
Which is a good
It's like
thing.
it's all cooked in the same place and it rubs off on it.
So what is it? What's it again?
KFC or Popeyes?
I'll give you Popeyes.
Do you agree that Popeyes fries pretty much taste like their chicken?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I would say
That's
so.
what KFC does.
Chicken fries. Doug says animal style equals Thousand Island dressing.
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of what Big Mac sauce is?
I think so.
No, Big Mac sauce is a concoction of a ton of stuff. We'll go Popeyes. Why not?
All right, number 2 against number 15, we have a roast beef establishment and White Castle.
I don't know why you did. Okay, one, White Castle should not be the discussion in anything because White Castle. I'm pretty sure we can say this safely because I don't think there's a White Castle around here.
No, yeah.
What's the closest White Castle?
In Kansas?
White
I think.
Castle will make your stomach hurt for days. We're not taking White Castle, and also Arby's has probably the best fries.
Curly
And
fries?
we're gonna have some
Mm.
serious discussions about this because those curly fries are big time. And when you get the really loopy ones, you're just like, yes, score. That's when you know that you've made it.
Yeah, I worked at a roast beef establishment at one point in time, and
Oh, nice.
that means I had too many of their fries for maybe a couple months.
Did
and
you
then
like 'em,
I
though?
smelled like their fries every day coming home. I hate their
If
fries.
there was a
now.
fry to smell like though, it would be Arby's
No,
for
it
me.
is not.
Because you smell like roast beef. What's wrong with
Which
that?
is good.
No, it is. Keep people on their toes.
The worst is we're talking about fries is getting ketchup on your shirt or something. Then you smell like ketchup for
Oh
days.
my god. I
Yeah.
know. No, ketchup's bad.
The 7-seed Wendy's takes on the 10-seed Whataburger in the best French fry bracket here, brought to you by FanDuel. I really like Wendy's, and
I
we
like
don't
Wendy's
have
fries,
Whataburger
too.
around here. I had it before, but
Have you had
it
it?
didn't stand out. I don't really remember, to be honest.
Well,
but it
they're
didn't
known,
stand
they're known
out
for their
above the rest.
burgers, I assume.
Yeah.
This isn't.
Well,
I wish
since-
Steak and Shake.
You know
was
what?
on here.
Since what? Oh, Steak and Shake.
Steak and Shake has some good fries.
I love
See,
that
now you
place.
know what I'm saying.
We're gonna kick out Whataburger, and we're gonna sub in Runza right here. We need a local. We need a local team to go up.
So
against Wendy's.
Runza against Wendy's.
Yeah.
See, the problem is I haven't had Runza's fries, and I
that's
really
right.
like Wendy's has some good fries.
Wendy's does have some good fries. Runza has some really good fries. So actually, since you have not been to Runza,
Are we taking Runza?
It's not so much the Runzas. Go get their fries. Their fries are
Their fries are
even
pretty good.
better.
I heard their burger is pretty good.
Their
too.
burger's pretty good.
So
yeah.
we're taking an upset. Are we taking Runza?
I don't think so though, because I really like Wendy's, and they
So
got
we're
that like
taking-
sea salt, whatever they use. Yeah, they claim to be healthier. I don't know if they are, but they taste
We
wonderful.
might have to do this for the text line, Bach, because Texter says Runza has the best fries in Nebraska, and Drumstick says Runza fries are the bomb.
All
Also,
right.
the Milkman says Arby's fries are terrible.
Agreed.
I don't know what you're eating. No, you're biased. I'm not. I'm not. Don't give me that. The Milkman. I don't know about that one, man. All right, so we're going with Runza.
We're gonna go with Runza.
I do like
with the
Wendy's.
upset.
Wendy's
here.
is
Wendy's
good,
is
though.
great.
Wendy's
though.
has some great.
Wendy's.
fries.
This is an upset where Wendy's could have went far in this bracket,
They could have.
but Runza took
It's like
over.
Purdue every year.
The battle, the
They're
big
the
men
Purdue,
that never
yes.
quite get there. How about Chick-fil-A, the 3 seed against the 14 seed Carl's Jr.? Gonna have to go up to Omaha for Carl's Jr.
I've only had Carl's Jr. in an airport. Nothing to write home about.
Right?
'Cause do they even have them anywhere outside of an airport?
Yeah,
Because
Yeah.
isn't it actually Hardee's?
I think it's Hardee's /
Is it-
Carl's Jr.
See, I'm a big waffle fry guy. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're set on Carl's Jr., I'll go with them, but I'd rather
No.
go
Chick-fil-A is
I'm
giving
gonna
you
go
something
Chick-fil-A.
different, like you said. You get something different there. And the 6-11 seed just like pretty much just alienates our area. Jack in the Box against Checkers. You ever had Checkers? You didn't even know?
No, I don't know what Checkers
I don't know
is.
where Checkers
Have you had
is.
Checkers?
No.
Jack in the Box?
I've had Jack in the Box. Not too impressed. So I think altogether because of a
Let's throw something else in there
clumsy
then.
bracket.
What's one that let's throw in Steak and Shake.
Steak and
Just
Shake,
because
man,
Steak and Shake wasn't on here, and Steak and Shake is awesome.
All right, Steak and Shake is moving on. There's some different arguments about runs on here. Different opinions, I suppose. Drumstick says there's a Carl's Jr. in Syracuse.
Oh, nice. Maybe we should make a trip. Maybe that should be our Taste Test Tuesday.
Yeah.
Make a trip to the Carl's Jr.
All right, we're in the second round of the best French fry bracket. We've got
It's Friday, by the way.
That's right, it's Friday.
If you're
on a
wondering why
Wednesday.
we're doing this. It is Friday. So we're getting down to our final four, right?
Ooh,
We're in the
Freddy's.
Elite Eight.
Somebody brings up Freddy's. Freddy's can go up against Steak and Shake then.
Freddy's going to say, okay, who are we taking?
He says you guys are forgetting Freddy's. This was C Money with the fry sauce. Wendy's has a bonus for dipping in the Frosty. Oh yeah, if you haven't done that.
That is actually really
I
good.
personally don't.
I've
that's
done it.
Not something that.
It's like a
meshes with me.
sweet and salty. It works well.
Yeah, I'm not. A
I
big
recommend
sweet
it.
and salty guy.
You're missing out here, Bach. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Runza fries and ice cream. Does Runza have good ice cream?
he's really into dipping his fries. He says DQ fries and ice cream. Runs a fries and ice cream. Culver's.
Well, DQ's blizzards are so solid. I don't even know how
Yeah.
you'd be able to do. I guess they have regular ice cream.
If
too.
you stick a fry in there, can you still turn it upside down? The fry won't fall out.
I saw somewhere on Twitter where someone did that and it went everywhere. I would be so mad if that happened.
Yeah, I don't know why they do that. It's like that. Nobody's that impressed with it.
That's the thing,
Like,
is
so you
it's-
can turn our ice cream upside down, I guess.
Like, is it really worth maybe dropping it?
Yeah, the risk.
Right, yeah,
Even if it
right.
happens 1 in 100 times, why
Yeah,
risk? It?
risk not the reward.
All right, we're moving on to the second round, but we unfortunately are running out of time. So
Culver's didn't make it, Seaman.
Culver's didn't make it.
Who do we have Culver's losing to?
Raising Cane's. So when we come back,
Oh,
McDonald's will take on Raising Cane's. Five Guys will take on Popeyes. Arby's will take on Runza. And then what's our bottom bracket?
Chick-fil-A will take on Steak and
will
Shake.
take on Steak and Shake. In the fry bracket here on Friday on a Wednesday on the Ticket Water Cooler. Jake Bachman here. Before you get back to the golf course, let me tell you about my friends at Solarion. I've been working with them for many years, and they've been a great place to work with, helping develop new pharmaceutical products. All I do is check the website for possible studies that might apply to me, see if they fit into my schedule, and if I'm eligible for participation within the parameters laid out, I can make up to $500 per day in a study, and feel confident in the staff and research done by Solarion to be a willing participant. I was one of 800 participants at Solarion in Lincoln last year and will continue to be. If you're curious about how you can earn up to $500 per day by participating in a research study at Solarion and with several options for scheduling, check them out at helpresearch.com/new or call them at 866-213-2965. Again, that's Solarion at 866-213-2965 or at helpresearch.com/new.
With your Southeast Community College High School Minute, I'm Gus Cottle. With American Legion baseball scores from this weekend, GBG Northeast defeated Carpetland 6-5. Hickman defeated Eastview 13-12. Hickman defeated Renner, South Dakota 4-3. Omaha Gross defeated JC Brager 9-1. Kickapoo defeated Waverly 6-4. Pinnacle Bank defeated Cavaliers Moon, Kansas 6-3. And Waverly defeated Cavaliers White, Kansas. Omaha native and former Creighton Prep soccer standout Eddie Gordon recently made his debut for professional soccer club Union Omaha. At Creighton Prep, Gordon led the Junior Jays to 3 consecutive state titles and won back-to-back Nebraska State Gatorade Player of the Year awards. Gordon signed with Union Omaha in April and recently made an appearance versus Sporting Kansas City. This has been your Southeast Community College High School Minute. Learn more today at southeast.edu with locations in Lincoln, Beatrice, and Milford.
Join Sutter Heyman Jewelers for Ring Fest. June 16th through the 19th at South Point in Lincoln. Shop Nebraska's largest selection of engagement rings, wedding bands, and fashion rings. This is the biggest event of the year with savings up to 50% off. Explore over $1 million in dazzling bridal and fashion designs June 16th through the 19th. Book your appointment today at sartorheyman.com and get a $100 gift card. Sartor Heyman Jewelers, a Nebraska tradition since 1905.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We have 2 boys, so we needed more space. We lived in a townhouse, so we decided to build.
Casey Bowman and her husband Joe built their first home with us. This is Bob Benish of Aspen Builders. Working with the Bowmans was fantastic.
After the first meeting, we really liked them as people.
I was really skeptical about the whole building process, more so than Joe was. If there were problems or issues along the way, they called and explained everything. They just really helped ease my mind.
They were really good about giving us options as far as what fit in the budget, what didn't fit in the budget. They have a designer, Rachel.
She was amazing. She was very helpful in making sure that our house turned out good. I wouldn't change anything. I wouldn't change the lot. I wouldn't change colors. I love everything about it. Everything. It's perfect for us.
Like the Bowmans, you too can make your dream home a reality. Call us at 423-6811 or online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Bagels and Joe is in full summer mode. They'll add cold foam to the top of any iced coffee. Plus, they now have a Joe Coffee Club. Get unlimited drip coffee for just $8.95 per month. And don't forget their delicious breakfast burritos and sandwiches. Bagels and Joe, 4 Lincoln locations.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit ostreetcarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends. That's the greatest compliment we can receive. If you've been in an accident, we'll get you back in your vehicle as quickly as possible. Our technicians care about you and your family and repair your vehicle to factory standards. We handle your claim from start to finish and provide a free loaner car. Stop by for a free estimate. Eustace Body Shop, just south of 88th and Highway 2.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by Security First Bank, a relationship you can count on.
We'll see that summertime heat build in a bit further here for our Wednesday as we see an afternoon high of 92. South winds at around 10 to 20. Mainly clear tonight, the low dropping down to around 72. And the heat builds in even more for your Thursday. Highs tomorrow up to around 96. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We stand on the shoulders of women who came before us.
Women who fought for their own financial futures.
And now it's our turn.
Join us. Visit WeSaySaveIt.org and take control of your financial future by saving for retirement.
A message from AARP and the Ad Council.
Back to the Ticket Water Cooler. Brought to you by Culligan of Lincoln on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We're back here on the Ticket Water Cooler as we are celebrating Friday here on a Wednesday, French Friday, as we got a little bracket from FanDuel. We've modified it a little bit to narrow down to figure out our best fast food French fry. So here we are. And then coming up here in a couple minutes, we will preview Michigan State Sparty as we lead on to Big Ten Media Days around the corner. But first, we got to get this fry business taken care of, Nate. All right, we're on. We're figuring out now the Final Four here. So this is the Elite Eight. McDonald's against Raising Cane's. And, you know, McDonald's is the 1 seed, but we might just go off the text line here. There's a lot of texts coming in saying Raising Cane's dipped in the cane sauce. Maybe for the win here.
And that's the thing. McDonald's doesn't really have their own sauce, do they? The Big Mac sauce, but you have to get that on a Big Mac.
But like I said, I don't dip McDonald's in ketchup. I like McDonald's
You just
fries
eat
by
them
themselves.
plain?
Yeah. So
What-
that helps them out.
What seed is Canes?
I don't have the brag in front of me now. But they moved on here.
I'm curious. I think this might have been the 8 versus the 9. If
Yeah, that would make
it
sense.
filters
8 or
out.
9. They are the 9 seed.
McDonald's has some good fries, though.
Well, the text line, though. We can't go against the text
We can't
line.
go against
if
the text
the tie
line.
goes to the text line.
All right, Ty goes to the text line. Screw it. We'll take Canes.
The Raising Canes moves on. That leads us to Five Guys against Popeyes. And
Five Guys, absolutely.
No,
Bach.
no.
Bach, you are losing your. You've
Five
lost
Guys
yourself.
Is disgusting.
You've lost yourself. Five Guys has probably the best fries, maybe behind Arby's.
No, I don't like either of the fries that you like. So I think that's gonna be
Five
our
Guys.
difference.
Oh my gosh!
All right, I'll give you Five Guys.
You got to give me Five Guys.
I suppose, but Popeyes is pretty darn good.
No. I think the text line would be behind me on this one.
All right, first text in is going to decide this for us. Five Guys.
Thank you, Chance. I appreciate
There
that.
he
Thank
goes.
you. Thank you, Chance.
You have your big bag of grease. Moves on.
And people love it. People love the grease. People love the peanuts. It's the atmosphere. You can get if you get a junior cheeseburger at Five Guys, it'll feed you for 4 days. Telling you, if I had to choose one establishment right now, and you get one of their regular meals, and you only get it for the rest of the week. So say you're going to throw it out into the wild, naked and afraid, but you get one fast food meal, and it has to be an actual meal. You can't be getting like 30 McDonald's cheeseburgers. You get one meal. I'm taking Five Guys. A large burger and a large fry. That'll last me a week. I'm telling you right
Jeremy
now.
says Five Guys are always soggy. Yeah, soggy.
No.
greasy.
You got to
Gross.
give Five Guys a chance here, Jeremy.
All
I'm
right,
telling you.
It's moved on to the final four. Upsets Popeyes. I don't even know if that is an
I
upset.
doubt
actually.
that's an upset. Five Guys.
Popeyes is a 5. Five Guys is a 4 seed. So not
See,
an
there you
upset.
go.
We're staying chalk so far, but Raising Cane's did get the big upset over
we
at
go.
McDonald's. Let's move on to Arby's against Runza. Like I said, I can't hardly stand the smell of curly fries, so
Right.
I'd have to go with
This
Runza.
one would have to go to the text line because I'm biased against Arby's, but I've never been to Runza.
That's
so
right, you've
I
never been to
can't. I
Runza.
can't. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Arby's fries, but I have never been to
Hey,
Runza.
Jeremy, nice shout out, King Kong. Have you been to King Kong?
What's King Kong's?
That's the meal that you should actually get if you're going to get one meal. They give you like giant burgers. You can get a triple Kong there. It's like 3
Triple
pounds.
Kong?
Yeah.
How much is it expensive?
Yes.
Where do you get it?
You just got to find King Kong. I don't know exactly where it is in Lincoln. They're in Lincoln and Omaha. You've got to go there because they give you a giant hamburger or cheeseburger or
Jeremy
double.
says that it'll feed you for 2 weeks.
It really will.
We have some back and forth on Runza here, but then we have some people saying Runza are goats. So some people
Yeah.
are taking Runza to the finals. Should we take Runza?
I think we're taking Runza.
And it's local. Why? Yeah, I'll take
Yeah.
Runza. I'll go against Arby's. I guess this isn't too chalk. We
No.
took out the 1 seed. We took out the 2 seed.
Runza is kind of like an NIT. It just kind of came out of nowhere.
That is true. The play-in game.
Runza would be the 10 seed. since it
Runza
took
was
over
the
Whataburger.
play-in.
All
Gus
right.
says, wait, North 27th out by I-80.
Yeah, that's where it is. That's
Is
where
that
it
what the
yeah,
King
yeah,
Kong?
that's where King Kong is.
Oh my gosh.
Mm.
I think I might have to go there.
You should. If you haven't, before you leave Lincoln, at least that you definitely
Is
have
it
to go to
local?
King Kong's. I'm not sure. Like I said, it's in Lincoln and Omaha. I think it might be local.
All right.
It's awesome. Chick-fil-A or Steak and Shake is our
I'll
other
go
semifinal.
Chick-fil-A. You got to go waffle fries.
Yeah,
we'll take
Chick-fil-A can
Chick-fil-A.
move on here.
Ooh, final four. Here we go. All right, text line. Start heating up a little bit.
All right, we have Raising Cane's against Five Guys, and I just cannot let your soggy fries get any further than this, Nate.
What do you mean you can't let them get any further?
This is too much. This is too
What do
far.
you
They've
mean
made
it's
it to the
too
Final
much?
Four.
As
I've
they
been arguing
rightfully
that they shouldn't have
should.
made it against Burger King, Popeyes. They face too many good teams. They just can't continue here. Raising Cane's
No.
gets the win.
This is insanity. All right.
Cane's for sure. off the
Text line is saying Canes. Kip says he's been listening for 30 seconds, and this is terrible. Kip, no, you have to you have to understand the context of this. It's National Fry Day.
Yeah.
There's a bracket out there where you rate your best fry. We took Runza out of the play-in game. Well, no, they were going to be in the NIT. One
We
team
just don't have a Whataburger around here.
who
so we
had
need to
yeah,
throw
no,
runs
we,
in.
we throw runs in there. So we got Canes, Five Guys, Runza, and Chick-fil-A. It's National Friday, Friday, and we're down to this. So text line says Canes. I don't know about this.
All right, we'll go with Canes.
All right, fine.
Canes has made it to the championship game.
What
Will they
seed was
take on?
Canes?
Well, Raising Canes was a 9 seed. So
Wow.
like
Cinderella.
North Carolina last year.
There you go.
Runza or Chick-fil-A? Who's going to face Canes? Runza or Chick-fil-A? You got waffle fries against the Runza fries that you've never tried.
I feel like the text line would be kind of upset if we didn't take Runza here. But at the same time, there's something to be said about those waffle fries.
Yeah, we're getting overwhelming Runza, though.
I think the thing about waffle fries, though, it's very difficult to make them. You know, like there's actually something that goes into making some waffle fries. It's a process. You take the real potato. Everyone's saying Runza, though. This
Well,
has
listen,
gotten
there's no
absolutely
shame.
blown out of the water.
There's no shame if you're in the Final Four. I mean, you're amongst the best of the fry industry.
The best of the best.
That's just right. You know, we've got some listeners that are going heavy Runza here. So our final comes down to Runza against Raising Canes. Send us your vote on the Sartor Hammond text line 402-464-5685. We're trying to decide the best fast food fry here on a Friday. On a Wednesday.
On actual Friday.
On Friday.
Like, we need to make sure you have the hyphen.
French
in there.
Friday.
Like Friday. Or I guess it wouldn't be a hyphen. It would be a space.
Do you like,
Friday.
you ever call them freedom fries?
Freedom fries?
Yeah,
No, there's
you ever
actually
hear
a
that?
place that refers to them as freedom fries. Like,
Yeah.
isn't that an actual restaurant that uses that as part of their
Yeah.
marketing?
I think it's for people that don't want to give the French too much of a. I just don't want to talk about France, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, so there you go. Freedom fries. This is actually kind of going back and forth. We have some Raising Cane's, some Runza.
Yeah. Looks like a close one.
This is
Tally
gonna
the
be a close
votes.
net.
This is like the Heisman votes here.
Yeah, this is like the Heisman vote. Also, we have someone saying Honest Abe's.
Oh, good late addition, but
Honest-
we're too far into the bracket. But
we're already
that
down to
would've
our
been,
final
That would have been
four.
one we could have thrown in for sure.
Down to our final four. All right. I guess we can go to break. We can get to our Penn
Okay.
State. Or no, we're not going to. We already
Michigan
went over Penn
State.
State, Michigan State.
Yeah.
When you come back from the break, I guess that's when we can decide. You
Yeah,
think that sounds fair?
The fry bracket's
The
taken
fry
1.5 over into probably 2 of our segments today.
So
but
make
that'll
sure
work.
you vote Canes
Yeah.
or Runza. Who has
That's
the
what
best
it's down
fast
to.
food fry?
We're gonna tally it up and give you your champ coming up next here on the Ticket Water Cooler on 93.7 The Ticket.
Bagels and Joe is in full summer mode. They'll add cold foam to the top of any iced coffee. Plus, they now have a Joe Coffee Club. Get unlimited drip coffee for just $8.95 per month. And don't forget their delicious breakfast burritos and sandwiches. Bagels and Joe, 4 Lincoln locations.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric ensures our home and office HVAC systems run smoothly throughout the year to provide maximum comfort and convenience. Routine maintenance reduced our operating costs just by improving the efficiency of our unit. Consider a maintenance agreement to ensure you too receive priority for services and scheduling. This helps meet manufacturer warranty requirements. Action delivers honest quality services we can count on. To learn more, visit actionlincoln.com.
Allo means business. Allo means local business. Allo means big business. Allo means small business. No matter your business, if you need reliable phone and internet connectivity, you need Allo. Local service and same-day dispatch. Free installation. Symmetrical upload and download speeds. If your business relies on communication, rely on Allo. Allo means business. Visit allofiber.com/business.
Did you know that the U.S. has added over 1,100 new breweries in the last 18 months? Learn more by shopping at Myers Cork and Bottle, 13th and South, and by tuning in to Thirsty Thursdays with Kevin Myers, because sports are better with a drink in your hand and a friend at your side.
Join Sartor Hammond Jewelers for Ring Fest, June 16th through the 19th at South Point in Lincoln. Shop Nebraska's largest selection of engagement rings, wedding bands, and fashion rings. This is the biggest event of the year with savings up to 50% off. Explore over $1 million in dazzling bridal and fashion designs June 16th through the 19th. Book your appointment today at sartorhammond.com and get a $100 gift card. Sartor Hammond Jewelers, a Nebraska tradition since 1905.
Work, laundry, dishes. I was exhausted. I needed a vacation, but finding a way to pay for it, not so easy. Then I found it, a research study at Solarion. I searched the studies and found a perfect match for me. It was so easy. I earned cash for the study and booked that vacation. Plus, I made an impact on medical research. Find a study and sign up today at helpresearch.com.
You should consider the risks of the research before you agree to participate.
Empire Fence and Netting in Waverly is now hiring for several positions. They're looking for a fence installer for both commercial and residential, for local projects, and ones that require travel. They also have openings for operators, dirt work, welding positions, and applicants with CDLs are very desirable. If you're looking for a locally operated business that provides excellent work for customers and great benefits and care for its employees, email info@empire-fence.com or give them a call at 402-682-7658. Empire Fence and Netting.
You know you want that smoky, tangy, sweet, and spicy sauced and tossed Wingstop. But you just brought a haul of groceries home from the store. It's cool. No one expects you to shop and cook in the same day. So let the flavor experts at Wingstop hook you up with mouth-watering wings, crispy tenders and thighs, fries and sides delivered to your door. You can always cook tomorrow. That's why the fridge was invented. Get it delivered at wingstop.com.
Order your Wingstop online at 28th and Superior, 50th and O Street, and 29th and Pine Lake.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now in our new time. We're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
Get a lot of advice about self-care these days, but one of the most important self-care steps we can take is making sure we're financially secure later in life. For small steps you can take to save for retirement, visit WeSaySaveIt.org. A message from AARP and the Ad Council.
Back to the Ticket Water Cooler. Brought to you by Culligan of Lincoln on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Well, we've tallied the votes, and we have your champion in the French Friday bracket here on the Ticket Water Cooler. It's been a crazy tournament. Upsets left and right. Some of the best memories.
We were not chalk. We were not chalk.
It wasn't chalk. But it's time for our one shining moment. It is time for our
I wish I
champion.
would have cut that. We should have done that. One shining moment.
Before we claim the champ, by the way, it came down to Raising Cane's and Runza for the best fast food French fry in the championship game. Somebody had a pretty good something that I want to try. Somebody texted in Runza fries with Lowry's seasoning instead of regular salt. I'm a big Lowry's seasoning guy as well.
I don't know if I've had Lowry's
perfect.
seasoning. Where do you get it? You just get it anywhere?
Yeah, just local grocery store.
Okay.
Lowry's. Remember that one.
I will remember that and just dunk it on some Runza fries.
Yeah.
All right.
And then Fairway Jesus says, between Raising Cane's and Runza, they are the exact same fry. Well, maybe we have a certain taste that we just lean in toward. But overwhelmingly, the text line actually has decided their champion, and it is maybe this is a biased polling group, right? These are all Husker fans that have been going to Husker games, eating all these Runzas all these years. But nevertheless, Runza is going to be our fried champion, which is crazy because they got in at the last minute. We didn't even, we didn't even think about it.
They were a playing team.
Yeah,
they were a playing.
VCU.
Very,
very special. And Zach brings up they have frings. You could also just get fries and rings. That's
wait,
if
what?
you can throw frings in. You can get onion rings and fries in the same container.
Come in the same. That is awesome.
Yeah, they call it frings.
That's genius.
Yeah.
Shout out to that is genius. How has no one ever thought about that?
They did. This is not new. This has been around for years.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to try Runza now. You guys have convinced me. I will go to Runza and I will try their fries. I will try their fries.
Are you gonna get a Runza too? Or you should try it. Probably.
I've had a Runza at the stadium.
Yeah.
I haven't had like a fresh.
That means
Runza.
that Runza was made at like 6 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, so maybe I need to go to.
I know some of the folks that put together those Runzas. A lot of work that day.
No, there you go.
Yeah. Let's continue. We're gonna punt on bug eater history. We're gonna talk some bug eaters tomorrow. Trust me, I wanted to talk about the Fielding Yost era, but we're running out of time. So instead, we're just going to preview another team as we lead up to Big Ten Media Days. Today, it is the Michigan State Spartans, who of course went 11-2 and got Mel Tucker just about everything he is going to ever need now with his new contract.
Yeah.
So 11-2 last year, very, very good year. Obviously, the Michigan win, probably the moment of that. And Kenneth Walker just went off in that game. A little bit I mean, when they lost 56-7 to Ohio State, it was like 49-0 at halftime. It was one of those games, and Nebraska's been in those games with Ohio State where they could name their score, and they just kind of, they just let off after halftime. And that's what happened there. And that's really the big problem for Michigan State is they were the 130th ranked passing defense. And to be 11-2, a transfer from Georgia by the name of Amir Speed, a 6'3", 210 corner, that's looking to help out with that. Started 3 games with the Bulldogs last year, regular contributor, not a starter necessarily at all times, but he should certainly help out there. And they now do not have Kenneth Walker. That's the big difference, of course, on this year's Michigan State team. But they do feel like they could have overall the roster might be bigger and faster. So they're still kind of working on that build. And if you're 11-2 and year 2 of that build, man, that build's going somewhere. We'll see. Or Kenneth Walker could have just been a special guy. But they in that running back room, they're looking at another couple of transfers there. Remember, Kenneth Walker transferred in from Wake Forest, and how good would Wake Forest have been last year if they would have had Kenneth Walker?
Sam Hartman.
Yeah, Sam Hartman would help out there. Running back room has been rejuvenated by Colorado transfer Jarek Broussard, who had 1,500 yards in 2 seasons with Colorado. Wow. Also, former Wisconsin running back Jalen Berger is going to look to try to get in there and take over some. It might be one of those things where you replace the guy by committee. You probably don't have another Kenneth Walker there, but we'll see. They do have Peyton Thorne back, who, despite not looking very good against Nebraska's black shirt defense, set a school record, 27 touchdown passes, and that's a pretty good school for quarterbacks when you think about the guys that have been over there. Just 10 interceptions, 3,233 yards overall. He's got a big-time receiver coming back in Jaden Reed, 1,026 yards last year, 10 touchdowns, and also very good on that return unit. He's a major weapon as a returner. And I know we kind of think as Peyton Thorne, he's got that arm. He can move around a little bit too. He's actually one of the better mobile quarterbacks in the Big Ten. It's not like he's going to burn you or anything, but he can get you some extra yards. Like I said, their major defense actually is their major defect is their defense with Mel Tucker. That's his zone. That's what he's supposed to be really good at. So we'll kind of see if he can kind of turn the corner there. They've got Xavier Henderson back. One of their safeties had 94 tackles last year. He should help out in the secondary. Freshman All-American Cal Halliday led the team with 96 tackles last season too. So they got some young guys. They added transfers on the defensive side from UNLV, Mississippi State to help out that linebacker unit. And where they did do well on defense was stop the run. They were 15th nationally in rushing defense. So that is quite a year. Jacob Slade on the defensive side, the defensive tackle, their biggest weaponry there. Don't have much of a pass rush. The offensive line and secondary could kind of be the question marks. But they're pretty good at special teams. Actually, they lost longtime kicker Matt Coughlin, so he must be replaced. Yeah. But their punter Bryce Behringer averaged a school record 48.4 yards per punt. 48 yards per punt. That's a lot.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. So Michigan State, as we look at them too, opening up with Western Michigan, have Akron, then at Washington. Of course, they played Washington a few years ago. Michigan actually played Washington last season. And then when you look at their conference schedule, doesn't look too intimidating. They start with a home game with Minnesota, then at Maryland, a home game with Ohio State and Wisconsin. So at least you get your tough opponents, some of them at home. Of course, that game against Michigan is in the Big House. They're looking forward to that and continuing to really own that rivalry as they have since Mike Hart called him little brother, basically. And then the end of the season is a little bit of an easier way for them. So they've kind of mid-season is going to be a few tough games in a row. They finish at Illinois, Rutgers, Indiana, and then at Penn State.
Ooh. So kind of the opposite of Nebraska's schedule.
Yeah. You expect a drop-off from without Kenneth Walker?
Yeah, I would say a drop-off. I still think they're a solid 8-9 win football team.
Yeah.
Do I expect them to be in a New Year's Six Bowl? Probably not.
You should follow Coach Tucker on Twitter, though. He's pretty fun on there.
Interesting.
Mel Tucker.
I don't know if I've seen him on Twitter.
He's got just pictures like they're embracing the woodshed. That's what they call their home. He's just got like pictures of him with pit bulls and stuff. Nice.
He's cool. He's a cool guy.
He's a cool guy.
This is a good question for you then, Bach. Christian Lincoln says, is Frost's best win in Nebraska against Sparty in year 1?
Well, I think it's right up there. I mean, Minnesota that year, I think, was the only other team that he's beaten that finished with a record above 500. Both Michigan State and Minnesota that year finished like 7-6, so it's not a whole lot better.
Right.
But you'd have to put it up there. I mean, that's Mark D'Antonio is a heck of a coach.
He is.
And to get that win is, I don't know if you want to call it impressive, but I would say, I'd say that's the best win that he had. And again, with Scott Frost's specialty, they won that game 9-6. So might have been despite Scott Frost again in this category, in this case. But I don't know. I would certainly say that might be his best win. That'll wrap it up, though, for the Ticket Water Cooler. We crowned a champion on the Friday here on a Wednesday, and we have On the Block coming up next. Strick is out in Vegas, so we'll see what he's been doing. Maybe he's gambling. Maybe he's done gambling. Get the show rolling. That's coming up next here on the Block on 93.7 The Ticket.
Bagels and Joe is in full summer mode. They'll add cold foam to the top of any iced coffee. Plus, they now have a